Hello, hello, hello. Oh, this is a little, uh, it's a little tilted. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Um, Let me just grab the iPad so I can put TikTok because I done almost forgot about them like real quick while I was doing this. So let me just grab TikTok. And okay. Um okay. And okay. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna place, you know what, I think I'm over here and y'all are about to go over here because hold on. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me while I get TikTok situated somehow. Hold on. I'm about to just put them like this. Okay. Oh, but hello everybody. How is everybody doing while I get this situated? I am trying to hold on, I gotta put stuff. I just dropped. Hold on. I need to put something that's gonna be able to hold this. Wait. I'm about to stack a whole bunch of tarot decks on top of this. I totally forgot about TikTok today, even though I set up the live to be for both. So, okay, did it hold? It's holding. So let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, and go live. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to I'm about to just move y'all over here. Hold on. We're about to be over here so that way I don't have to look to a million different places. But hello and welcome everybody. I hope that everybody is doing good. Y'all know that your girl just, moved. Okay. Let me just give y'all a little bit of my favorite thing about this room. You see, wait, hold on. I'm trying to angle it so y'all can see it. You see that up there? That is right there. Oh, wait, I'm trying to angle it. That is the sunroof. I have a sunroof in my studio, which is great. We call it the sunroom. It's literally like my favorite thing. Oh, let me just move that. It's literally like my favorite thing in the world right now. For those who are on TikTok, is up there, but I'm not gonna try to move y'all because it just took me like 5 million years to get y'all situated. Anyway, so I hope y'all are doing good. It's been, okay, there you go. It's been a little chaotic. Your girl has been moving. I had to have the internet set up. My computer stopped working for a second. I had to go get it fixed. It was literally, it's been a ride. But trust me, this week, I feel like everything's going to get back on track with things. So we will be doing, and I had my moon cycle last week. That's why I didn't do the live. But we are going to be doing our weekly healing circle on Monday. And you guys are getting a ton of videos right now. I'm editing the Santa Muerte video for La Blanca. That's the next one that we're doing that we're going to be talking about. There's a video that's going up tonight on wording because I got a question of that on the YouTube. There's a lot of stuff going on, literally. I just threw myself right back into work. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And I will remind everybody that we're doing our monthly workshop series for the month of May. Is all about energy healing. And it's going to cover all the energy healing basics, not necessarily because I feel like when people talk about energy healing, they jump into Reiki and they jump into, crystal healing or getting initiated or attuned or something like that. That's not what we're essentially going to talk about. We're going to cover that a little bit, but I feel like it's important to know the basics of energy healing for all things. So we're going to be talking about, crystals. We're going to be talking about pendulums. We're going to talk about energy healing with food, energy healing with like just literally almost everything that you can think of, because there's so many ways to energy heal. One of my favorites is just meditation. It's like one of the easiest ways to just do energy healing, really, on the go, and really, it's very effective when you do it. So we're gonna cover all of the basics: energy healing through time, energy healing through ancestor work, through your spirits, energy. We're literally gonna go through every single thing. So definitely make sure if you want to get your tickets, you get your tickets. The link will be in the bio for those who are on TikTok. For those who are Patreon members, high priest level, you guys know you already have tickets for it. But the link will be in the description for you guys as well. Okay. So welcome to the weekly community oracle poll. Okay. So as always, the point of these lives is to give you guys access to low cost reading. So it is first come, first served. So if you want a reading, if you are a Patreon member or channel member, you guys know it is already included in your membership. And thank you so much for being a Patreon member or channel member. So you guys can go ahead and drop your question below in the comments with the deck that you want me to use. If you are not a Patreon member or channel member, you want me to pull some cards for you, go ahead and send my Cash App. It's the same as my username or my Venmo, $5 to $10, and then I will pull some cards for you. The Oracle decks, the options that you guys have for this week. You guys have the Moonology deck, okay? The Wisdom House of Night Oracle deck, the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck, the Butterfly Oracle deck, and the Messages from the Mermaids Oracle deck. Okay, and in addition to that, the oldie but goodie, the Okana Oracle deck. But this deck is only meant for shadow work, so please only request that one if you're trying to do some shadow work, because it will read you to the fill. And I have to give y'all the warning every single time. But I hope that, y'all have been good. And I swear we're getting back to regular scheduled programming. Now that I got all of the rest of my cards out of the storage unit, we have more card options than before. So I'm glad that we're like getting settled in. But hello, everybody. Hey. Hello. Oh, and by the way, just to remind everybody, because I do have to say that, it's Friday. No, not Friday. Saturday on the full moon on the 16th is the last day to use the code Spring Equinox to get 20% off all of my services. So past life readings, astrology readings, tarot readings. Right now, the transit readings are the most popular. Like everybody's just getting general transit readings ever since I launched that on the website. But definitely recommends getting your reading before discount ends. So it's going to end on the full moon. But hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Hey, Juliana, how is everybody doing? The hair is giving. Yeah, I literally I washed my hair yesterday, and I'm trying out, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for certain dates that is approaching, that some of you, if you've been following me for a long time, you know what it is. We're not going to talk about it now, but you know what it is. So I've been like experimenting. Let's just say that. Hello. Hey, Lana, how is everybody? Oh my God. Hello. Okay. So we got, sending everybody loves and vibes from the Caribbean. I'm so jealous right now. I wish I was in the islands, please. Oh my God. Spending time with Gemini. Okay, I don't know why you're trying to make me jealous right now, but I'm definitely, and I don't get jealous about like a lot of things. I get jealous about experiences. Like I'm not like a jealous person in any way, shape, or form. Let me just 1 second and bye. Okay. There we go. Okay. And so anytime I get jealous about anything, it's because it's an experience, not necessarily a person. Like I don't get jealous about people. I get jealous about things. So like if I'm craving chocolate and somebody's eating chocolate in front of me, I'm a little jealous. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I wish I was in the islands just, chilling. I just sent you a Cash App. Oh, Cash App. Okay. Let me know what your question is in the comments so I can, let me see if we can find it. Is it there? No. Wait, no. Okay, so let me know if you want a general reading or which deck you want me to pick from as well. So Jaguar is gonna be first, and then Lana, and then Black Coffee. Okay, so that's gonna be the order for right now. And again, it's first come first serve. So if you want to get a reading, do the thing now. So I'm gonna do the spiel again. If you are not a Patreon member or channel member, go ahead and send $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, and then you can post your question in the description, in the comment section, and then I will put some cards for you. If you are a Patreon member or channel member, your reading is already included in the membership. So go ahead and okay. So there's one. I have one on TikTok. So I'm gonna crisscross like I usually do. So I'll do Jaguar first, and then I'm gonna do Dua. Oh, I remember Dua because I believe I read them before. Let me see. So Jaguar, I'm waiting for your comment. Is it gonna be a general reading or you just want wait, hold on. I'm like trying to read to the comments, but yeah, I don't know why, but StreamYard, like it just like refreshes everything out of nowhere for like no reason. I don't be understanding why this be happening, but okay. Okay, we got the question. My question is, what's up with love? Because I'm attracting so much, and I'm like, what's good in the love and relationship? That's such a good question. Do you have a specific deck that you want me to pick from, or like, you want me to just? Oh, the mermaid deck? Is that you put a little mermaid? So is that the mermaid? You want me to use the mermaid deck? Because I'm assuming that's. I'm assuming that's what you. Is it this one? Let me know if it's this one, and then let me know if it's this one. I'm gonna do you after Jaguar. No, wait, okay. Let me know, Jaguar. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds to figure it out in the comment section. Said the drag me with the Okana deck. Drag me with the Okana deck like last time. Yo, no, but seriously, this deck is no joke. This deck is just honestly, it's just she killed it with this deck when she designed this deck. This deck is absolutely amazing. I think it's just so it's a reflect. We're not gonna sugarcoat anything type of deck. So that's why I love it. Okay, I was thinking Archangel Michael or you choose. Okay. Oh. No, we're gonna go with the mermaids. I think there was a reason that emoji came out, so we're gonna go with the mermaids for this, especially because you want to know about the love department. Then you're gonna definitely want to tap into the sirens because they're very much about that attraction energy. So let's see. Okay, so what does Jaguar Boomer need to know about attracting and love right now? What's going on with the love department right now? What do they need to know? Hold on. What do they need to know? What do they need to know about the? Ooh, okay. Okay. All right. Wait, because I'm getting attacked. Okay. All right. Okay. These cards are just like. Okay. So the first one is inner knowing. Okay, she looks like these. Okay, then we have. Oh, hold on, I flew away. I gotta grab that. Oh. The next one is re-energize. Okay, looks like that. Re-energize. And the last one is feelings. So for the question you're asking, this is really funny because I feel like you're kind of being put in a position right now where you have to dive in a little bit deeper into your feelings. So this reminds me of the thing that happened to me. Like, granted, I am not even close to being single right now, but it's similar to the way that I feel when I am like when I am single and I literally have like I'm not interested in literally nobody. Okay, remember, please, I have a Venus and Aquarius. So when I'm not single, I'm just doing my own shit. I'm focused, I'm doing my own thing. And then this happens, feelings happen. Okay. And then if I fall for someone, then it's just like, God damn it. Now I gotta like redirect all of my, like, my focus turns into love. My focus turns into this person, right? So there's this kind of thing that's happening with you right now where that is getting re-energized. Like if you have been focusing a lot on other aspects of your life, and you've been putting all of your energy in one area, but you have been neglecting your love life, and you have been feeling like, you know what, I just kind of want to focus on this, or I'm just trying to work on this project, or I'm just trying to like focus on my family, or I'm just trying to do this. Like the universe is like, okay, cool. You can do that, and you can, not forget about your heart. You could just also multitask. So there's this kind of a reflection that you need to do right now within yourself, within your love's energy, especially within your heart. You need to be very hyper aware about your own emotional sensitivities, because it so seems like you will be getting triggered. Okay, anytime the feelings cards come out in a reading like this, it's like you will be getting triggered. Like there's going to be things that happen that are going to be like tugging at your heartstrings. And because that's happening, you need to be very aware about your emotional energy, how you're feeling about, being in love, or even just other people. How do you feel about being vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable? How do you feel about the moment where it feels like you start losing a little bit of control when it comes to your love life, and when it comes to how much power others have over you because of feelings. Okay, there's this kind of like, you need to dive in a little bit deeper within yourself during this time. That's what's happening within the love realm for you. You need to do a little bit more inner work and understand your emotional narrative, understand where you're at, because you don't want to end up, meeting someone, heading into a relationship and all this kind of stuff. And you're like, oh my God, this person's so cute. And you're just thinking about them, all the stuff. But then there's still some baggage from the past that you haven't sorted in, within yourself about what's happened. But so being or having feelings for someone can be triggering towards, things that happened in the past, even though those people could be literally completely different. Just the emotional component of just the passion that we feel, the tug at our heartstrings. You need to like really sit down with yourself and analyze, okay? Because there's certain things, it's almost kind of like, I want you to think of this as like almost building a fire. Like this is what the re-energized card is giving me within your heart space. It's like things are going to fuel up. It's going to start climaxing. Okay. It's going to start, the fire is going to build. That's what's happening right now. And that's going to equal to feelings. There's going to be feelings. There's going to be emotions. Bottom of the deck, be spontaneous. I feel like you really need to tap into Aries season right now, and, try to regain your passion for why you even want to dive into love, but also, go back and revisit some of the past when it comes to love that you've experienced, and see what's still haunting you about it. That's going to be triggering the feelings. Okay. Because there's a lot that you're holding like inside with the inner knowing, but you haven't dissected it yet. You need to like dive in a little bit deeper and just sit with yourself. Talk to yourself. Okay. You can even go to therapy, but it requires you to be a little bit more self-aware of your emotional energy and your triggers. Because, this could be something that's a little bit more on the sensitive side, and it feels like it's more on the sensitive side, but it also feels like, it's kind of like turning on, like let's say you have a house somewhere in the woods and you haven't visited in a year, and then you go to that house and you're putting the fire in the damn chimney, like underneath there, and then it's just like, oh, the house just feels alive all of a sudden. That's like what it feels like. It's like something that hasn't been used for a minute, and now it's like re-energized, revitalized. There's like new life, like being like brought in, right? So that is your reading, my love. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I hope that you got all the messages you needed, but take it easy. Okay, take it easy. Work with some crystals that resonate with you as well when it comes to like love and relationships. That's what I would recommend. I'm a little biased because I healed my heart with jade because it's my favorite, but most people go for rose quartz. I like jade. I like flower agate. I like rose quartz now because before I was a little bit too sensitive for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about you kind of. It's just about you kind of setting up your heart in a way that's like a safe space for love in the future. So I hope that that made sense. Okay, so that was your reading. So I'm gonna I am gonna do wait. Hold on. I'm gonna do Dua's reading first. So, my love, if you can put which deck you want me to pull from. So I'm gonna go over the spiel again. So for those who are new and want me to pull some cards for them, go ahead, and if you're a Patreon member, channel member, then you are automatically, you already have, is included in your membership. So you just put the comments, what you want me to read in the comments. For those who are not Patreon members or channel members and would like me to read, you know, your cards, just send $5 to $10 to my Venmo Cash App up here, and these are your oracle decks that you can pick from. So once you have the deck that you want and you have done the thing, just put in the comments, and you can say general reading or pick a specific topic, y'all. So these are your options: the Mermaid, the messages from the Mermaid, the Wisdom, the House of Night Oracle deck, one of the faves, Moonology deck, okay, Archangel Michael, okay, the Butterfly Life Changes Oracle deck, the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck, and lastly, the oldie but goodie, the one that everybody loves, the Okana Oracle deck. But please only you like pick this if you're trying to do shadow work, because this deck is not for the faint of heart. So yeah, pick that with, you know, an open heart. That's the way that I'm gonna say it. Okay. So what do I need to be doing at this moment to stay in alignment with my destiny and life path? Any deck of your choice. Okay. The Moonology is screaming at me, so we're gonna go with the Moonology deck. Okay. What do they need to do this moment to stay in alignment with their destiny and their path? Okay. What do they need to do? Ooh. Wow, that jumped. I was just laughing because the way that the cards came out. Oh my God. Okay. First of all, this is actually why I'm laughing, because this is the first card that came out for the question. Okay, I'm going to read it again. What do I need to be doing in this moment to stay in alignment with my destiny and life path? And Spirit literally said, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Like, this is like one of my favorite, like, you guys know I'm a Leo rising, so I guess you could say I'm biased. But there is something very powerful and meaningful about confidence, especially when it comes to destiny work, life path work, like what you know your journey looks like. There's something very powerful about confidence and how you feel and romanticize your destiny and your life. Okay, like I feel like we as people, we grew up on a lot of like these like fairy tale things and all of these kind of like journeys and these arcs of storylines and these series and movies and stuff like that, where it just created this kind of like momentous like vision for what life should look like. And if you didn't feel like that when you were younger, it was because the options weren't there before, right? But it turns into, as your life goes on, you end up getting passionate about certain things, right? And it requires a certain level of confidence for you to maintain that, for you to not only feel like you're on the right track, but for you to like know, oh no, this is what I'm meant to do. I have this, that's it. Like I can't, there's no arguing. Like I know that this is what I'm meant to do. So therefore, that's what I'm doing. And that's what I know I'm good at. That's what I'm best at. So I'm going to keep pushing through this because that is, I know that's what my path is. It's kind of like being that character in the movie that knows what, you know, what their destiny is, and they're just going through the journey of the ups and downs of the story, and but still pushing through because they know, like, no, I am meant to do this. I am meant to do that. This is what I know I'm doing. This is the focus. This is where I'm going to put my energy into. So for you, it requires confidence. It requires you to stay in a state of power. It requires you to stay in a place of, you know, you know what you're doing. You know, in your heart of hearts, you know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it. And it's just, again, it's like romanticizing your life in a way that you're very passionate about why you're doing what you're doing. It's a very, it can be very grounding to be this confident. And also remember that Leo energy is fixed energy. Okay, Leos rule the ego, they rule pleasure, they rule the inner child, right? And it's a lot of that playfulness. But you want to think of a cat, right? Even if cats don't know like something in the room, they will confidently walk to that thing trying to figure out what it is, but still know that they can fuck up that shit, whatever it is, until like, you know, and succeed. Like they will, oh, is that a rat over there? Is it a bug? Whatever it is, I'm gonna go investigate, and I know I can kill it because I'm a cat. That's what I'm gonna do. So it requires you to move in confidence that no matter what comes up in your journey, that you're like, oh, am I getting distracted or something happened where it kind of swerves you a little bit? You need to stay confident in what it is that you're doing. You need to stay confident in like, no, this is my purpose. There's a reason why I'm doing this. There's a reason why I feel like I need to keep pushing through with this. So you need to stay, like, not falter within your confidence. And you need to make sure that you have that relationship set in with yourself where it's like, no, I know what I'm supposed to do. There's no arguing. I know this is it, period. Confidence is your key. Okay. The next one is you are good enough. And I think, and this is the full moon in Virgo. And I think these two are coming up in a very beautiful way because Virgo energy is very much about healing. Virgos is the sign that rules over health healing, serving others as well as disease. They're the sign that's able, they rule medicine. So they're able to dissect what is wrong, what is the issue, what needs to be medicated, what needs to be, you know, helped in whatever way, because they also rule like doctors and like nurses and stuff like that. So when it comes to the you are good enough, this goes back to that confidence. Okay, this goes back to that confidence, because if you feel like, okay, I know that this is what I'm supposed to do, but like I don't know, I'm just a little shy, or I'm just like, I'm not sure how to approach certain things. I'm not sure, like maybe if I'm overstepping it sometimes. I'm not sure if I should take a step back, or if I should like, you know, like I'm still, you know, I'm trying to navigate that. You have to literally sit in your power. You are good enough. You are confident. You know who you are. You know what you need to do. I feel like when you have dips in your mood, or dips in your energy, dips in your like self-esteem, when you're just like, I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. Maybe this is not, you know, what should be in my path. Maybe like questioning yourself. You need to come back to like, okay, where is that narrative? Where's that mental narrative comes from? Are you trying to beat yourself up about, you know, maybe if there were some pitfalls along the way of the journey that you know you're supposed to take? Are you trying to beat yourself up about those things? Or are you just scared to succeed? Are you scared, or do you feel like maybe, you know, you're not the person to bring this out? You're not the person to push this out. And having that mental, like that confidence and pushing over and through the issue itself. This is about you being really, really comfortable with yourself. You sitting really, really comfortable within the things that you're passionate about, and knowing that you need to do what you're doing. You need to do what you're doing. That's what you're meant to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. No matter what happens in your life, you should know that your purpose ultimately is who you are. Okay, it's who you are within your journey. It's what you put all of your time and investment into. That is part of your whole entire arc in this lifetime. And so you need to know that you're good enough. You need to know that you are the person to bring this forth. You cannot stand behind anybody else in order to bring this forth. You need to do it. So it's about you being a little bit more clear-headed and more confident within yourself. And you're also getting communication is key. And this is the new moon in Gemini. And some of these issues, I feel like you can, you know, resolve maybe through like therapy, or, you know, some sort of like talking to elders, or even working within yourself, like just listening to yourself, talking with yourself. Because I feel like there's a mental narrative going on within yourself, where it could be like you put yourself in a situation where it's almost like you hype yourself up in moments, but then you doubt yourself in other moments. It's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe somebody else should. That person is so good at it. They should be in charge of this project. They should be doing this. But it's like, you can do it too. You are your own person. You can 1000% accomplish what you set your mind to. And it's about you staying on that course, like keeping that fire of that flame. Okay. You need to keep that heat going in the house. You need to keep the flame going so you don't freeze to death. Because the second the fire goes up, out, you start feeling like you're not good enough. You start feeling like you're not worth it, like you're not the right person for this. And then it just turns into like the mental narrative gets a little toxic. And you can end up doubting yourself to the point that you don't make moves towards what you're meant to do. And that is very crippling at the end of the day. And that's something that happens to a lot of people. So you're definitely not alone in that fact. Like a lot of people go through a lot of self-doubt. Self-doubt is something that stops people from being great, from greatness, from so many different things, especially in a creative field. Like if you have a gift, you have a talent, but like you're like, I'm never gonna be this. I'm never gonna do that. I'm not. I don't know. I don't think. I don't. And then you just put all these blockages in your way mentally. It affects your actions because air is the fastest moving element. Elementally, air is the fastest moving element, and air moves as fast as you breathing in and out, as fast as your thoughts move. Okay, that is the air element. So when you gaslight yourself, when you sit down and gaslight yourself or doubt yourself and just kind of like make it impossible for you to move forward in certain situations where you want to thrive, deep down inside you want to thrive, but it's like the noise inside is just like, no, but I don't think I can do this, I don't think I'm the right person. You end up taking the hit for it in the long term, and then you end up not feeling good enough in the long term. And that narrative goes against, it spreads because that narrative spreads like a virus into other areas of your life. So if you're in a relationship, you'll start feeling not good enough with that relationship. If you're, at work, you'll start not feeling good enough for the position. If you're like in school, you start feeling not good enough for the degree. Like you'll start questioning yourself, where it's just like all of it becomes you're never good enough, instead of you standing in your power and saying, no, these are my choices. I chose to do this. And because I chose to do this, I am good enough because I'm going to make sure that I succeed. So you need to analyze the way that you have been investing your time and how you have been supporting yourself emotionally and spiritually within your journey, so that you can continue to be there for yourself instead of getting in your own way and not allowing yourself to succeed. It's really important right now for you to set yourself up for success. Like be there for yourself. Learn to be your own best friend. This is something that I tell people all of the time. Learn to be your own best friend. It is important for you to have a really strong relationship with yourself and ground yourself and know who the fuck you are. So that way, when other people try to like intervene or situations happen that push you to kind of like being vulnerable, you can support yourself and you can say, no, I know this is what I'm meant to do, regardless of what's going on. Maybe I should do it in a different way. Maybe this is trying to push me into doing this in a different direction, but I know what I'm meant to do at the end of the day. You need to revisit how you are analyzing certain things, how you're taking things in, because the internal dialogue needs to be a little bit more supportive for you on your end. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. I hope you got all the messages that you needed, my love. That is your reading. So for everybody who just came through, okay, we're at 33 minutes and 27 seconds. I have to lift the fro. So we'll be on for another, I think like maybe another 45 minutes. So again, this is like first come, first serve. I know that there's a couple people who sent some Cash App situations already. So yeah, okay, so we did do it. Okay, AV or AV, is it AV? I think it's AV. I don't know where AV sent the funds through. I believe, hold on. I'm trying to find to see I can't see where AV. Was it on TikTok or was it on somewhere else? Nope. I don't know. Okay, whoever is AV who wants me to read for them, I need you to put it in the comments which deck you want me to use, because I don't see the comment anywhere. Okay. I'm trying to like go back on the messages. Okay. I think Lana is next. So we're gonna do Lana until Avi claims their reading. So whomever is Avi, go ahead and put your question, or if you want a general reading, that's fine. And just pick which deck you want me to use. So again, I'm gonna show everybody the deck. So I'm gonna do the spiel again. So this is the spiel. Welcome to the weekly community oracle poll. The whole thing is meant for low cost reading. So if you would like a reading, go ahead and send $5 to $10 to my Cash App or Venmo, which is the same as my username, and you can pick from these oracle decks. So you either get the Moonology deck, the Messages from the Mermaid, Wisdom from the House of Night deck, just right there, the Butterfly deck, which is for life changes, the Archangel Michael oracle deck, and oldie but goodie, the Healing with the Angels oracle deck, and everybody's favorite, the Okana oracle deck. But please only pick this if you're trying to do shadow work. And I would like to remind everybody that if you guys want a regular full-blown reading from me, I am having a special right now on my website. You can use the code Spring Equinox in all caps to get 20% off all of my services, astrology, tarot, past life, all of the things, including spiritual counseling. So definitely recommend getting it now while the discount is still up. Okay, so we're gonna do Lana. So Lana said, "I need guidance from my stepson. I've been away and his behavior has been off the charts. What should I do? You pick." Okay. Okay, we're gonna do Archangel Michael because Archangel Michael said me. So we're gonna grab Archangel Michael for this. There we go. There we go. Okay. So for Lana, what does Lana need to know? What guidance does Lana need to know about her stepson? Archangel Michael, what guidance does Lana need to know about her stepson? What guidance does Lana need to know about her stepson? What guidance does Lana need to know? Okay. What guidance does Lana need to know? Okay. All right. Hold on. We got 3 cards. Hold up. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. So Archangel Michael has a couple things to say, but I don't know if you're gonna like it. So we're gonna start with this one. Spend more time outdoors. Okay. The next one is time to leave an unhealthy situation. And the third one, positive thoughts create positive results. Archangel Michael really said, you know what? You need to be a little bit more distant from this situation right now, specifically like with your stepson. Specifically because there are certain things happening that are not about you. And it's kind of like you're kind of just getting the end of it. Like you're getting the after effects of the situation. It's not literally like, it's not meant to be about you, or it's not meant to be like something directed towards you. It's something that they're going through right now, and it ends up kind of lingering and kind of just affecting everybody else around, because that person is surrounded by everybody else, right? So it's not like it's not you, it is them. And so the way that it's coming up is just kind of like you need to kind of take a step back, especially when it comes to control, because this person is going through something, and it requires you to just kind of stay in a place where you're like, okay, I'm praying for you from a distance. I am hoping that things get better, that things get in a better place moving forward. That's why the positive thoughts create positive results. Don't try to see everything as a negative thing, like especially within the relationship right now. Don't try to see it that way right now, but you do need to distance yourself. There is a distancing that needs to happen, because they're going through something. And I feel like a lot of the times when somebody else is going through something and we care about them, or we're very present in their lives, it can seem like we're a part of the issue, or we need to solve something for other people or whatnot, especially when they're younger. But something that I have like had to navigate and just, accept about certain things is that, other people, regardless of their age, especially when they're younger, they have their own lives. They have to go through like their whole entire journey. Even though I could have experienced similar experiences to them, they need to go through those journeys. There's certain people that will only learn by going through it. They have to go through it. They have to like be put in a situation where they go through hell, and that's how they learn. Some people need to learn their lesson like 8 times. Like some people like have to repeat the cycle 25 times before they're like, you know what? Why do I keep dating the same person? Like, why do I keep dating falling to the same personalities? Like, what is up with that? Some people need to go through it on their own. Like they need to go through that journey. They need to reflect on their own. They need to get there on their own, because even though you might be wise or you might know what the hell you're talking about, and this is why I'm a Saturn's child. This is why I ended up being a Capricorn. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, Saturn is really that restriction is you have to experience that restriction. Saturn is all about like karma, restriction, and time. How you spend your time is really, really, really important. How they spend their time is very important. But some people have to go through their time's journey. They have to go through whatever they're going through on their own, regardless of how we feel or how we can. And like one of the things I always say is that Capricorns can see like, the karma coming from a mile away. And even if we try to warn somebody like, yo, man, I don't think you should do this because I don't know if this is a good idea. I feel like you're gonna end up hurting yourself. I feel like you're gonna end up in a situation. I don't know. I mean, you can do what you want, but whatever. And they still do it anyway. And then the thing that we said was gonna happen ends up happening because we could see it a mile away. It's like that. It's like you need to let people go through it sometimes. That's why Saturn is a planet that Saturn is. Like some people will not learn any other way and just except by experience. And so even though you could have like a good heart or good intentions about, something or a situation, unfortunately, like some people just don't, it doesn't register. It doesn't register. They can't, they have to experience it. They have to. And it's not like that they want to set themselves up for failure. It's just that they think that maybe they can change it. Maybe the situation could be different. So many different things. But at the end of the day, your place right now is not to be worried about that. You need to kind of like detach yourself a little bit and from a distance, hope and pray for positivity to come through within the situation, for whatever situation to be resolved. You can pray for like assistance. You can ask like the ancestors to like intervene and support them at this time. But as far as you're concerned, you need to love from a distance. And sometimes that's something that's really hard to do. So like love and care about someone from a distance, but then watch them going through hell or going through a situation and you're just like, yo, I wish I could help you, man. But it's not like you're not trying to receive, you know what I mean? So it's you need to kind of just step back, mind your business. And I say this in a good way, I always say in a good way, but mind your business right now. Go outside, spend time, relax, self-care, do you, but take a step back because this is not about you. And it's in a situation that you don't want something. You don't want to be in the middle of something and then you get impacted. Like you suck in everybody else's energy and what they're going through, because then that's going to cause things to happen that you're not going to want. You can end up taking like, it's kind of like trying to suck the poison, the venom out of somebody else, but then you end up dying because you tried to literally just do too much, or you just decided to swallow it by mistake. It turns into just take a step back. There's certain times that you need to kind of step in. This is a situation where you need to like step back because it can create complexities for you spiritually. You can end up picking up too much and then you'll be way too sensitive. Like distance is key and prayer from a distance. That's the key. I hope that made sense. But I hope that you got the messages that you needed from that, because I feel like that was really, really, really clear. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Okay. Lana said, message totally understood. Okay. Distance. Keep it until it gets alleviated. You can pop in and be like, hey, I'm here for you. Much love. But then take 3 steps back right after you say that, because it's not you know, some people got to go through their things. It's a thing. But hello, everybody, again. I hope everybody's doing good. Let's see. Don't be an accessory to someone else's karma. This is facts, though. Do not be an accessory to somebody else's karma. Do not intervene in somebody else's situation, okay? Because the second you try to play God in some places, like you end up just you end up getting wrapped up, and then it hits you sideways, and it's just like, damn, I wasn't even my situation. I was trying to just. You got to let some people go through it. Unfortunately, it is something that I've had to accept. Being a Capricorn, it's just that people have to go through it. They have to go through it. Such is life. They have to go through it in order for them to learn. So did AV post anywhere? I'm trying to find y'all. Can y'all find AV? Is she in the comments? Let me know, because I'm trying to figure out so I can do the reading. Oh, I found AV. Wait. Aviana. Okay, Aviana. Okay, that is the name. Perfect. I found Aviana, y'all. Sorry, on your catch up is AV. So I just kept saying AV. Okay, I would like the Okana deck. Oh, okay. Trying to do that. Okay. Okana deck doing shadow work. Okay, and need to be dragged. I mean, just as long as you accept that, you need to be dragged. So the Okana deck is literally a deck that was just made and created for shadow work. So this is a deck that is not for the faint of heart. It's just not. It's really not. It's not. So let's do this. Let us do this. Okay. So Aviana Harrison. What does Aviana Harrison need to know about her shadow work? What does Aviana Harrison need to know about her shadow work? Oh, already getting it. Oh. Listen. Okay. What does Aviana Harrison need to know about her shadow work? Oh my God. Okay. There's a theme here. It's a running theme. Okay. Last one. Lord. Okay. We're going to have a conversation, because this is all of it is in the air element. All of it is in the air element. My God. Hold on. Okay. The first one. Honesty. Okay. Honesty is, look at this. Look at that. Honesty is the first card. Okay. With the tongue, one can destroy the town and save the town. Control the tongue. Okay. Shadow element, showing a lack of adroitness and sensitivity in dealing with others or with difficult issues. Okay. Considering oneself a straight shooter, no chaser can be good at times. However, giving an unsolicited advice, criticisms, or truth at the detriment of others, just to seem blunt, will cause rifts. There are always ways to relay messages with tact and respect for the well-being of the party you speak to. This card suggests that perhaps you need to take a step back and really understand how you come across to people whom you navigate in your life, in your personal life. It may seem like people keep things from you, or that every conversation dissolves into a debate or an argument, but it is not as black and white as calling everyone sensitive. It is a matter of respecting the individual's personalities that converse with you and realizing there is a way to say things that leaves both parties feeling heard and not disrespected. You may be feeling like someone in your life rough handles conversations with you, or vice versa. That way with others. But a sign of an overinflated ego is one in which a person's brashness expresses their opinion as a fact, rather than examining the nuance in a diplomatic expressions of honesty. Y'all, I was not joking about this deck. I always tell y'all be picking this deck anyway. I'm just saying. Okay, so let me just grab the other one. Okay, back to back. The next one is Confide. I'm telling you, all of it has to do with the air element. Like, all three cards that you got have to do with the air element. All things are good to eat, but not all things are good to say. Shadow element, involvement in gossip or feeling overwhelmed by the knowledge of being spoken about in gossip-based dialogue. 3 people can keep it secret if 2 of them are dead. So taking the time out of one's day, to speak on the lives, relationships, and events of those around us, manifest consequences, good or bad. This card suggests that in recent, you or someone you know may have been involved in gossip. It could be that you were the one spreading it, or that you found that you were the topic of discussion, but the card can be read in one or two ways. If you find your spirit has been alerted to the fact that you have become the topic of discussion, perhaps take a stock of the things that you are allowing the outside world to know about you and your personal life. The tiniest hole in a great ship can sink in a matter of moments. Be quiet, okay? Unless you have the ability to read mind, hearts, and bodies of those being talked about, it is best to focus on your life. Least you reap the consequences of the seeds you plant bearing fruit in your yard. Be quiet. And the last one is knowing. Like I said, all in the air element. He who collects the most knowledge wins the war. Shadow element, to use knowledge as a means to invalidate emotions or manifest as a barrier to mask personality flaws. Knowledge is power, but what happens when the power is used as an injury to personality? Common human error or emotion. Of course, we're all students of life, and the process of learning is never complete. However, to use this as a means to invalidate the struggles we face emotionally is not only fair to ourselves, but it is unfair to others. In life, we will all hear the argument that logic supersedes emotion and intuition by many who feel human actions can be quantified by mathematical or simplistic cause and effect reasoning. It can be used as a farce to appear stronger than one really is, because there's not burdened by the frivolous nature of feeling. This card indicates that one is expressing pedantic behavior to belittle, demean, or outright nullify natural human emotion to appear intellectually superior to emotion. It is oftentimes used as a means to win interpersonal disagreements or to show emotional intelligence where there is not. Take a moment to analyze if at any time you or someone have revoked an emotional response to something joyful or saddening by inserting logic as a means to invalidate the feeling as nothing more than a face value. Why does the notion of having emotions trouble you or them? Y'all, I love that the bottom of the deck is reconcile, by the way, which is giving, like, there's certain things that need to be said. There's certain apologies that need to be said. There's certain, I feel like there's a lot going on, because this is giving, there was gossip. This is giving, like, talking shit. This is giving, like, you know, the shit that's being spoken and the shit that was talked about is now causing issues. Like, it's giving a lot of different things. And I feel like right now, where with the way that the reading came out, you need to really sit with yourself and focus on this, the honesty part, because spirit is being very, very, very clear. You need to process what's going on within your mental energy. You need to process how you've been behaving with other people, especially with friends, but also how they've been behaving with you, because certain things are not in balance, okay? And you really need to be honest with yourself about the situations that you know you are intertwined in right now. Like, ask yourself, is this helping anybody? Is this bettering the situation in any way? Is this person, like, being honest with me? Does this person have my best intentions at heart? Are they just talking shit to talk shit? Okay. It seems like the people that you trust most, or even if, let's say, you're the person who's causing the harm, it seems like the people who you trust most do not have your best intentions at heart. And so it's kind of creating a state of, like, drama. This feels like a fucking this feels like a, what's it called? This feels like a reality TV show. Like, literally watching a reality TV show, and it's like, oh, this person said this about this, and then that person that, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, but this person in the past, she said this, so I can't trust her. Like, it turns into, like, a lot of invalidation, a lot of dismissals, a lot of, like, oh, if this person's crying, oh, they must be faking it because they were da, 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 da. Like, it turns into a lot of toxicity. It's a lot of mental, verbal toxicity. Like, as far as shadow work, throat chakra 1000% blocked. Like, you need to do a lot of work, my love. A lot of internalized work within what's going on with your interpersonal relationships, but also your relationship that you have with yourself. Because if you are caught up in the middle of a whole entire like telenovela right now, you need to be honest with yourself. How is anybody benefiting from the situation? Because let me remind you, in telenovelas, soap operas, somebody's getting checks, okay? People get checks. They get paid to do all that shit. They get paid to be in dramas and to be acting, okay? What are you gaining from the situation? What is it that you are gaining? How is your self-esteem? How is your relationship with your friends? How do you actually feel about being around them right now? Do you feel like you can trust anybody? Do you feel like you can trust yourself? Like, what is going on with the way that you are processing the things that are happening within your life? Like, what are you doing? What are you prioritizing? Why are certain things being addressed the way that they are addressed? Okay, why are they being addressed that way? Because in part it seems very, very petty, but in part this is also a reflection of the ego. Like, a lot of the things that are being put out is from a lack of confidence, and is from a lack of like self-esteem. There's like a lot going on. There's a lot of projection going on. There's a lot of mirroring going on. Do you see how there's like this kind of mirroring effect happening in the cards? It's a lot of mirroring. It's like the drama that's happening, the issues that are happening are also mirroring inside of you as well. It's not just, oh, you know what? At least I didn't do that. At least I'm like, I could never do with this person. Like, instead of like being caught up in the drama of it all, it's about you knowing better. It's about you putting yourself in a better situation. It's about you not letting yourself get caught up in the toxicity of certain situations. Because right now, this situation is giving a huge, it's reflecting upon your ego. The way that you are addressing it says more about you than anything else. And it requires you to be, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to sit down with yourself. Even like, let me tell you something, okay? I am a huge ass instigator. Why? Because my Mars is a Sagittarius. So I'm the type of person, I am the type of person that I notice a lot of the little things that people don't pick up. And then when somebody's like just going tit for tat for somebody in front of me, and I'm just like, oh, but you forgot about this. Like, I'll just start instigating out of nowhere. And it's just because a part of me just wants to be entertained. But also because I wanted to point that out, because y'all fighting, but y'all forgetting about some details that actually matter in this conversation, and that be getting to me. But I be checking myself with that shit, because I realize that me doing that can create more issues. Like, it can just highlight more issues, more of a like making things a little bit more complicated and more layered in many ways. And so even though I have this ability to see past certain situations or see the wholeness of the situation itself, there are certain times that you have to let other people like see it on their own, instead of, taking it upon yourself to like, you know what, this is my piece, I said what I said, blah, 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 and then just kind of sitting in that energy, because it's just not healthy. It's not healthy. It feels like you need to dial it back a lot. You need to work with the air element. You need to do a cleansing, honestly, within your throat chakra space. Like, you need to just practice minding your business for like a whole ass 2 weeks, and then slow yourself into it. Because it's not that like I'm saying like you being gossipy, but the cards are okay. It's not that I'm trying to say that, but spirit is. There's this energy of gossip. There's this energy of just like verbally being very aggressive, and it's not. This is not helping anybody. It's not helping you. Like I said, you're not in a soap opera. You're not collecting a check at the end of this drama. So what is the point of fueling the fire of it? You know what I mean? Like, there are certain things that I feel like discernment would tell you to take a step back and not involve yourself and not keep yourself in that energy, because discernment will tell you, hey, like, don't fully make this about you. Don't fully just like, don't do it. There's no point. Like, this is not about you. Just let it happen. Just like there's a certain time to stand up for yourself and call shit out for what it is. But this is not what this is. This is giving a lot of verbal mess. This is giving a lot of it's just not healthy. It's not healthy. So I need you to work on your throat chakra. Okay, get yourself what's it called? This is one of my favorite ones, actually. for throat chakra work, it's in here somewhere. Y'all see this bag of crystals I got from opening time? Get yourself some blue quartz. This baby is amazing for throat chakra, by the way. Absolutely in love with it. Get yourself one of those and focus on your damn self. Okay, focus on your own mental process. Focus on your own mental narrative. Focus on your own thoughts. Focus on your own like shit. Like literally take a step back from your friends if you need to for a minute, because you know, like I just said, if it's not, you're not collecting a check from this, so you're not gaining anything. If you're not gaining anything from the situation, whether it be tangible or intangible, what is the point? What is the point? Talk about like time investment, okay? Especially as a Capricorn, I'm always paying attention to time and if I'm wasting time or not wasting time, because I'm ruled by the planet of time. Are you wasting time by putting yourself in the middle of this? Is this a waste of time? Did you gain anything? Did you learn anything? If the answer is no and no and no and no, then what the hell are you still doing wrapped up in that? No, you gotta go. That is your reading, my love. I hope that it makes sense, and I hope that you got all the messages that you needed. That was, listen, y'all be picking the Okana deck like it's not just gonna read y'all super. Y'all be picking this deck like it's no joke, but it's no joke. Get it together though. Okay. Okay, so I'll do which one calls it? Boom. I think, it's black coffee. I think black coffee's next. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta scroll all the way back to the, wait, where is it? Here we go. Okay. Yes, black coffee's next. Okay. I'm pregnant. Will me and my man be getting married? Whatever deck you choose, please. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the butterflies. Life Changes Oracle deck. This deck is really accurate, but in like, it's like in a way where it's just like, God damn it. In that kind of way. It's really, really accurate though. I love this deck. Okay, for black coffee. Will her and her man be getting married? Oh, hold on. I'm getting attacked. Will her and her man be getting married? Oh, I'm still getting attacked. I am still getting attacked. Okay. Will her and her man be getting married? Okay. Deadass just getting attacked all over the place. Hold on. A bunch of cards everywhere. Okay, so. Will you and your man be getting married? So, based on these cards, I don't see it happening like right now. If it's going to happen, it's going to be after a lot of healing. The cards that you got was forgiveness and get some rest and support. Okay, so this is telling me a couple of things. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you because you know I'm going to just keep it 100. But when it comes to forgiveness coming up first for this question, it tells me that both of y'all still got a lot of healing to do personally together. I would recommend doing like couples therapy, which by the way is not a bad thing because I feel like everybody like demonizes couples therapy. Like it's like if you just need to talk or you need to like, you know, get through some certain things or some issues or work through expectations and stuff like that, like go to couples therapy. It's a great place to talk about different things. It doesn't just have to be about like, oh, my relationship's dying or something like that. No, just go get therapy, especially if you feel like there's blockages within the communication of the relationship. Go to therapy. But forgiveness is coming up in this card, which means that there are some issues that still haven't been resolved. There are some resentments that haven't, you know, been resolved either. It's kind of like you're not necessarily in a state of that right now. There's still some underlying issues that need to be resolved. With the forgiveness card, there's still, you know, I feel like you both need to be on the same page about certain things. And with the forgiveness card being the first card that's coming up, it's like you both are not on the same page about their certain things, which can create blockages in the relationship. Literally, Bottom of the deck is like sentimental feelings. So there's definitely like a lot of emotions going on, but I feel like there's certain things that need to be talked about. There's certain things that need to be discussed. There's certain things that need to be worked through. I feel like it's coming off as some underlying resentment, and some emotional issues. And so it creating a little bit of a blockage between, and it needs to be resolved. There's also this like get some rest, which literally is spirit like telling you you need to chill because you are pregnant. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna have to make a couple videos about like baby mama magic on my YouTube. We were talking about it. I know Lana saw them on TikTok. We were talking about, you know, blood magic, because pregnancies are part of blood magic, by the way. We were talking about blood magic a little bit on the TikToks, okay, of the over here. We were talking about pregnancy and periods and all of that kind of stuff, and like how that affects spell work and stuff like that. And when you're pregnant, it is a very, very sensitive time. And you're literally just supposed to be doing this. Like, you're supposed to be resting, you're supposed to be eating, taking care of yourself, relaxing. This is not something that you should right now be super, like, I want to say, putting all of your concern into. Because when you're pregnant, like one of the things we were talking about on TikTok was that within one of my ancestral practices, and many around the world, when you're on your period or when you're pregnant, you're not even supposed to be practicing. You're not supposed to be doing any damn type of spell work. You're not supposed to be petitioning or asking or doing anything like that. You're supposed to keep it at the bare minimum, very simple. You can do prayers of protection or something like that, but you cannot generally practice anything. Just because it can affect your pregnancy, not only on a spiritual level, but on a physical level. So you're supposed to be doing this right now, but because you are pregnant, there is the energy of emotional imbalances. That includes things that make you unhappy, not just about, you know, life, but also about your relationship. So you need to think about that as well, because those things get stirred up, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, they come up in conversation, and they get, you know, they can make things a little bit messy, and then they, you know, bring up the feelings. Okay, the sentimental feelings is like, I'm still a little, you could be a little bit triggered or sensitive, or, you know, it can be like a soft spot, like maybe you're having dreams or certain things are coming up for you where you're just like, oh, I'm still upset about that argument we had a couple months ago. Like, I'm still like, you know, I'm a little sensitive about it. Like, I don't ever want to get there again. Like, it can be a really sensitive spot. So you need to be very mindful about your own self-care, which is why Spirit is like, you need to go sit down. You need to go rest. You need to chill. You need to just focus on yourself and just kind of like keep you and your baby alive. That's really what you need to be doing right now. And then you got support. Okay, you got the support card. Now, the support card is telling me a couple of different things. First of all, your partner is not someone who's just gonna like abandon you through your pregnancy, but it's just like you also have to, especially if you've been kind of navigating through some rough times within your relationships, you also need to kind of see how they're growing within this pregnancy as well. Like, if they are supporting you, if they're there for you, if they're, you know, showing up, if they're trying to help you through your needs and stuff like that, because that should be the focus right now. It's not about you getting married. That's something that you can think about later, like after the fact, after you're done getting pregnant, after baby mama magic is done and your womb is like in a place where you're manifesting certain other things, you know. Not right now. Right now you need to like mind your belly, okay, mind your belly, okay, mind your business, mind your belly, and just focus on making sure that you're well supported and communicating. And this is what I mean, like, if you want to, you can 1000% go to therapy and work through, you know, any issues that are lingering from the past, but you just need to be supported right now. And right now, whether or not you're engaged is not really going to support you right now. That's not really going to get anywhere. I think that's something that, you know, you can navigate a little bit after you're you know, you give birth. But right now, you just need to be supported. You just need to be supported, and you also need to analyze, you know, any type of underlying resentments, any type of like, you know, I still remember that argument, I'm still mad about what you said, like stuff like that. Like, you need to kind of do some healing in that aspect, but take things very gently. very, you know, one step at a time. Don't overdo it. It's not a time for you to overdo it. It is a time for you to rest, and be supported, not only like spiritually, but also, you know, emotionally and physically. And that's something you could also work with your ancestors when it comes to support and feeling supported. Obviously, they're going to know your intentions as far as wanting to get married, but you should take that one step at a time. That's not a priority. That's not a priority. And even the ancestors are like, that's not what you should be worried about. You are growing a whole entire child in your body. That is the most important thing that's happening right now. So just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it right now. It's not something that needs to be at the forefront of your mind, because again, you are creating a life. Okay, you are creating a life. That is a very important like place to be, an important role to be at. And so just bring it back, take a step back, and just breathe. And I'll have that video up for y'all like maybe Tuesday. Yeah, I'll probably have that video up for you guys on Tuesday about like things to do when you're pregnant, like baby mama magic. We'll talk about that on YouTube as well. So we'll do a little bit of an extended kind of breakdown of things. But yes, I hope you got all the messages that you need, in my love. And congratulations. Okay. So the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna do Cece, and I think that was the last person, I believe. Okay. Yeah, I believe Cece was the last person. So we're gonna do Cece. Okay. General reading. Wait, hold on. General reading for Cece. Okay, somebody's telling me to get the Healing of the Angels deck, so that's what we're gonna do. You know, because these decks are picked intuitively most of the time. Okay, so Cece need to know. Cece need to know. Oh, I'm already getting attacked by cards. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. What does Cece need to know? Ooh. Hold on. Okay, one second. Oh my God. Okay. And it fell again. Okay. Okay. So, a couple of things. So let us talk about it. So, there's a couple of things going on. The first card that you're getting is truth and integrity. Okay. Looks like this. Truth and integrity. Then you have trust. Okay. Trust. And then you have signs. Okay. Signs. So a couple of things that are going on right now. There's definitely a sense of like, it's a sense of knowledge and awareness that is happening right now. I feel like you need to like really sit with your intuition and the awareness that you have, the things that are coming up for you intuitively, the things that you're like feeling heavy. You're just like, oh my God, yo, I'm telling you, Abby, I got a feeling about this. Oh no, I got a feel. It's like that. Like you need to trust yourself right now, because there's a lot of things happening within your own emotional intelligence, your own, awareness of the things that are happening within your life, where it's kind of like you just have a feeling like, yo, I don't know why, but this is how I'm feeling about it. It's just like you can't really explain the why, but you know it's what it is. You need to trust that right now. Okay, you need to trust yourself. You need to also follow the truth of how you're feeling. Allow the truth of what you're feeling, even if you might find it contradictory. I can't talk right now. Contradictory, like maybe it feels like, oh, you know what? I don't know, maybe, but this person said that. Like, they can't be meaning this. Like, even if something feels like it's contradictory, but you're just like deep down inside, you're like, no, there's something off here. There's something. Like, you need to follow that. You need to trust that. You need to understand, and you need to like sit with your intuition, no matter what is telling you right now. Because I'm telling you, there are times that your intuition can signal, like, you can be in a situation where everything like seems to be like literally everything's okay, everything's like perfectly fine, but then deep down in your heart, you know, like something's up, something's going on, something's not right, and you're just like, I know something's not right, I can feel something's not right now. I don't know what it is yet, but I know something's off about this situation right now. You just need to trust that. You need to trust yourself right now. I feel like there's a little bit of questioning happening. You need to trust yourself right now, because you are getting a lot of signs. You're getting a lot of messages. You're getting a lot of like glimpses of things. And it sucks when you're getting glimpses of things sometimes, because it's like you don't understand the full picture yet. You're just getting parts and chunks of it, but then it's just kind of like you gotta make it make sense within those chunks. But you're getting a lot of signs. You're getting a lot of messages coming through, and it's almost kind of like there's a part of you that wants you to be logical and be like, no, there's nothing wrong. Nothing's, that wasn't anything. That wasn't, I don't think so. Like it makes you kind of question yourself. You're like it's almost kind of like you're going through a test right now where you need to listen to your intuition. And that needs to be your BFF. Like you need to be like, no, that's my ride or die. I know there's something up, and that's it. I already know. And it's not that you're manifesting it, is that you can sense the shit. You can sense the shit. And so, because you sensed it, you know there's something up. You need to trust yourself right now more than ever. If something feels off, if something feels like, yo, I'm being honest with you, this is how I'm feeling, this is how, it's coming up for me. Like, I don't know why, but I have this sense that, just listen to yourself. Listen to that. Okay, don't sit here and gaslight yourself. Okay, don't spiritually gaslight yourself. Don't mentally gaslight yourself. Don't tell yourself, no, but everything seems to be okay. There's no way that I'm, there's no way. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You need to listen to yourself right now. You're getting signs for a reason, and this is in part is a test too, because this is the are you gonna listen to yourself test. Are you going to listen to yourself? And because you're listening to yourself, what are you going to do about it? Like, if something's telling you, you know what, I shouldn't go to that. I got invited to go to this party. I got a feeling that, I got a feeling I shouldn't go. But it's like my best friend. If I don't go, they're going to kill me. But I have a feeling I shouldn't go. I don't know why. Just listen to yourself. Just listen to yourself. Sometimes it's difficult to choose your intuition over certain situations because it won't be logical to anybody else, but you gotta just, you are your ride or die. You need to listen to yourself. You need to just be like, you know what, something's telling me something's off. You know what, I can't make it. I don't know, I'm working that day, whatever it is, but you need to listen to yourself right now, because you're getting, you know what it is. You've been knew what it is, and it's almost like you're gaslighting yourself about it, and it's just not helpful. It's not gonna get you anywhere. Okay, in order for you to maintain and have like just a solid spiritual practice, you need to listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to tell you, hey, this is what's up, this is what's up, this is what's wrong, this is what's, what you need to focus on. Your intuition is going to tell you everything. So you need to be more mindful of what the consequences are for listening to yourself, because sometimes it will require you to say no to people, to not go to places, to take your leave. Like sometimes it requires you to not give people space. Like it's not easy, but trust it will pay off in the long run. That's the key. It will pay off in the long run. Okay, so that is your reading, my love. Okay, so that is the last reading that we're doing, because we went a little bit over time. But do not worry, because we'll be back on Wednesday for our regularly scheduled. Now that, I'm a little bit more settled. I'm still like, I just moved. I'm still like opening boxes and stuff. So we getting there slowly but surely. But you guys are getting your regularly scheduled content back again. It's just that the beginning of the month was a hot mess. So yeah. But I hope that y'all got the messages that you needed for this weekly community oracle poll. But I will see y'all tomorrow for the community, the healing circle, obviously, because we do that every Monday. So we'll be back tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And I will remind y'all again that you guys can use the coupon if you guys want a reading with me, just like one-on-one, not like in a live. Just like a full reading with me. Whether it be astrology, tarot, past life reading, whatever it is. you can, right now, I have a discount code available. You guys know for patrons that code is different, so make sure you guys use a code on the Patreon page if you need a reading. But the code will be Spring Equinox, which is 20% off all of my services. The link will be down in the bio for TikTok. And for YouTube, the link from my website will be down below. So yeah, if you need a reading, get it before, you know, the coupon expires, which it expires April 16th, which is on the full moon in Libra. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Have a blessed day. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow and with the rest of the videos. I love you guys so much. Bye.